Hey everyone, it's Ava, and today I'm in Anaheim, California with...
Hi, I'm Asia Monet Ray, and you're watching On the Spot Interviews.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you?
I'm so good.
That's great to hear. You just got back, from filming Dance Moms, like a ton of episodes. How was that whole experience?
That was really fun. I give props to Abby because she's taught me a lot of the details part. I'm more about the hit hard, blah blah blah, and all the bigger stuff than focusing on the details, because my favorite word that she gave me is focus on the details. It'll make your dance better.
Mm-hmm. And for you, one of the details that actually for you is a big thing are your facial expressions. I actually have a friend, her name's Sophia, who was wondering, how do you come up with those? Because they're so specific and perfect for each dance.
I was born with them.
Do you kind of have to actually think about it, or do you pretty much just okay, this song is sad, I'm gonna have sad faces. This song is happy, I'm gonna look happy in this dance.
Actually, I don't really, when I hear the music, I don't even know the song. If it was sad and I thought it was jazz, I wouldn't know. I would start out I'm not sure, but then when Abby's improv to the song, I want to see how you do it, I would automatically think, oh, it's sad, oh, it's happy, oh, it's medium, it's sad but happy at the end, or something like that. It matters what the music, the tempo of the music is, if it's or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I loved all your solos. Did you have a favorite one specifically?
Probably my lightning solo and my flamingo solo.
Which comes out on Tuesday, so we'll have to wait to post this, but that's okay. I'm excited for that.
It's really cool.
I assume you like flamingos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome at the Wild Animal Park.
Yeah.
So I just love your dress and your bow and your bracelets and your earrings and the perfume you put in your hair and your shoes. Where do you like to shop?
Well, I shop everywhere. I find cute stuff everywhere and blah, blah, blah. But my favorite stores would probably be Nordstrom.
Still Nordstrom.
Diamond Dancewear for my dance clothes. And a lot of other places I cannot name.
Because you're just oh, it's cute. Okay, I'll get it, right?
Yeah. It matters of the cost if my mom wants to get it or not.
Yeah, because some stuff can be pretty pricey. So then you go find a knockoff of it.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you doing that? Is this a new trick?
It's on top.
You should use that in one of your dances, huh?
Yeah, but I don't think I'll be using any glasses in my routines while doing back handsprings, or they would have to be sewed to my head.
Yeah, well, Abby always says you better make sure everything's sewed into your hair or your head or whatever, so...
Just when she called me out, your pants should have been sewed on right.
Well,
your body.
You mean when you wore them backwards?
Yeah.
No, I honestly couldn't even tell. I was so, I had no idea, so.
No, Abby didn't know until I was in the dressing room, and I don't know if, a producer or, a crew member or someone like that heard that. I'm my pants are on backwards, and when you hear the episode, a girl's in the background saying, oh, Asia's pants are on backwards, and they're all laughing, And that's when I found out right when I went on stage. I'm why is it not pooping in the back, and it's pooping in the front? I'm
Well, it was a really cute dance, so I don't think it mattered that much.
She didn't really care. As long as that she gave me credit for doing the dance correctly, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I agree. So, besides Dance Moms, you're now actually back. You did Teen Choice, and you have a lot of other upcoming events. You did the Brand You Are launch for your T-shirt. Can you tell us about your T-shirt?
My T-shirt is hot pink, and in the fierce part, it's zebra print, and it says, "Be fierce, your voice, not an echo." I wore it yesterday, and I got noticed a lot with it yesterday. Yeah. I like wearing the T-shirt because I get to tell people that are getting bullied, be fierce, stay strong, be yourself. Don't let people be rude to you or stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I remember I watched one of my friends interviewed you, and you actually get bullied for being a dancer. That's something that people would think is cool. So
yeah.
I guess it would be close to your heart that you actually get to promote it.
Yeah, but as long as I'm still like being on the shows and stuff, I would be homeschooled for a while instead of going to school and get bullied.
Oh, you're homeschooled?
Yes.
Oh, lucky you. You're very lucky. I wish I was homeschooled. You like it better?
Yeah, it's fun. And it's quiet.
Yes, exactly. No like annoying kids in the background like screaming and cracking jokes. It's so annoying.
Yes.
So you're in 3rd grade now, right?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite subject?
Reading and writing.
Okay, still the same as first interview, I think. Yeah. So, let's do some business stuff. I know there are so many posers of you on Instagram. Like, there's some with 5,000. I want you to be as, like, I don't know, as strong as you can and let everyone know you have no Instagram.
I am not on Instagram anymore. Any of the fakes, any of the ones that have a lot of followers, I have a lot of followers, blah, 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 like that. I'm not on Instagram. Don't follow any of the fakes, because if you are, they're all fake. Know me, just fakes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for clearing that up.
Yes.
Yes, yuck, exactly. Okay, now I wanted to go back to Dance Moms for a couple questions. Is there anything coming up that you can tell us?
It was so much fun filming in Las Vegas. I got to see some shows that were incredible. I saw Circus Soleil Worlds Away, and that was the Circus O. And a couple times I've seen Mystere. Okay. So like it was just a little bit of playoff for Mystere.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool. Wow, I've still never been to Vegas, so I'll have to get a sneak peek on Tuesday.
It was so fun meeting all the cast from Circus Soleil Worlds Away, because they're telling me oh, we can do this, and probably the 2 funniest guys were probably the comic guys. They're the 2 clowns, and they made me at the end when we went backstage put the hat on and put the nose on, but all he said, everybody laughed on this part. That was the most funniest part of the show, was when he's like, ay, ay, ay. So he made me say that backstage, and and he made me say that at least 16 times. 16. And I'm like, okay, here you go. He was going to make me take it home.
Oh my
I'm
no.
Where am I going to put that? I'm not a clown.
Well, that seems like so much fun, though.
Yeah.
So I'm sure just being there in Pittsburgh was a really great experience for you. But now being back in the LA area is always fun as well.
Being back home with my sister and my dad and my family, I got to celebrate my birthday, seeing my whole family, blah, 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 blah. And I have a lot of work out here, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I also, well, of course, you were on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, and you worked with Richie on that show. Are you excited to see Lady Gaga's dance tonight on the VMAs that he choreographed?
I'm very excited to see what Richie did with Lady Gaga. I love her new song, Applause. It's really catchy. Mm-hmm. I wish I did a solo to that on Dance Moms, but I don't think we could use it.
Yeah.
Sorry. You say. Wait, say what you're going to say.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah, because I think that, some of the songs, you can't use some of the popular songs.
Only, Abby's song, people that she, they haven't, people in the industry haven't heard, Alex Calise that Abby uses.
Love Alex. I've interviewed her twice. Yeah, her song Cry is, I have on repeat on my...
No, my favorite one is Out of Sight.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then Lori Martini, too, who does the Holding On To.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to find Love Crimes, the robot solo on iTunes. I couldn't find it anywhere.
It was probably they just put in different words, a girl is singing it, but they're also putting more lyrics on top. It was going songwriter, blah blah blah, songwriter, da 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 da. Because some of the songs that we have, for example, some of the songs the one that we did on the beach.
Oh, Sink or Swim, that one.
Or
or what was it called? Swim. Open Waters.
Open Waters. Yeah. And She's Not Out, because it was just a playthrough from different songs.
Oh, okay.
They use sometimes different songs and they put it on their computer and build it up to a song.
Well, the songs always sound great, so I guess that's a good thing. You do a lot of meet and greets. I heard you're going to the East Coast. Can you give some more information on that?
Well, Jordan Jones from Season 1 of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition and I are going to the East Coast to do a couple of appearances, 3 appearances actually. I'm giving you guys a little heads up on Season 2 of Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. You might see me in an episode. Watch very carefully because I'm tiny.
But I think you've grown since last time, so you're not as tiny, but I'll look out for you.
I'm wearing these heels.
Oh, half an inch.
Oh.
There's a difference.
I grew a half an inch, and that's why I'm wearing these heels, to make me tall.
Well, it was so great to see you again, Asia. Thank you for meeting me here.
Yeah. Well, we just came out of church, so we thought, oh, cat's right here.
It was convenient.
Yeah.